Okay, guys, members only live stream was a flop this week because I'm in the office here and I don't have my switcher in here. I'm going to rectify that this week. So I wasn't able to switch between Lightburn and my video without losing audio in the Lightburn part. So let's do this the right way now. And let me show you what I was trying to do in that live stream. You can ask any questions you want under the video and I'll answer them relatively quickly. So let's jump up into Lightburn real quick. And this was the project that I did last week. And my wife asked me to make her one, but she didn't want the slots and tabs and she wanted it made out of acrylic. So I just happened to have a 7-foot by 3-foot piece of smoked acrylic. In fact, I know you probably can't see it right now, but that sign on the door back there was made from this acrylic. And it's really nice acrylic. I got it from a buddy of mine that has a sign shop and had no use for it. It had been sitting in his shop for a couple of years. So he gave it to me and I cut it down into pieces. And that's what I'm going to use to make this today. But I wanted to show you the difference between having slots and tabs and not having slots and tabs. It's a lot harder to set this up, and let me show you why. So this is the project that I've almost, I think, gotten set up. I haven't actually double checked it yet. But let me bring out the project itself. And let me just make sure. I think it was 8 by 10 was this over here. So 8 by 12. Yeah, okay. So this is what I had to do to resize this. Let's just take this one piece and drag it off. And in here, it's got to be 8 by 12. So I can switch this here and go ahead and unlock this. And the width has got to be 12 inches. And the height has got to be 8, and I think that's pretty close. So I'm not resizing it with all of these right now because I already did that. So you have to resize them all at once. That's obvious. I don't think I have to mention that. But what I did was I came over here to Node Edit, and I just quickly drug over the nodes that I don't want, dragging over them from left to right. Let go, hit the D key, let go, hit the D key. I mean the same all over this right here. And that's all I did. But by doing that, it changed the size now because there are no longer any slots on here. So this one is going to be too short. So this is where the little bit of the math had to come in. So now that one is done. And I just do the same thing with these over here. So if I take this one, and you'll see what I mean now. See, this has got the slots in the tab. Well, the acrylic's going to be a different size now. So if we ungroup this and we just come to the outside here and do the same thing that we just did. So we'll go ahead and delete the slots and the tabs just by hitting the D key, drag over them, hit the D key. Oh, and you know what? That was the origin there, so we can't delete that origin, but we can delete the outer one. I did the wrong one there, sorry. Okay, so we delete that one, we delete these. And really, that's all we need to do. D, okay, there we go. So that's now resized as well. So now if I take all of this, if I select all of this and I group it and we go to fit this side piece onto here, first off, the side piece needed to be, I've already resized it over here, height of 8 inches, right? So we have to lock this and change the height to 8 inches like that. And really that's all we need to do here, and that's all I did over here. So I just deleted all of the slots and all of the tabs and made them the same size. But what we have to remember now is if we come to this one and this one is, see, this one is longer, so that's not right, because we have to be able to, let's see, what did I have here? This one is 12, so we have to make this one 12, so I've done this wrong already. So we're going to make the width on this 12, like that. And now, if I bring this down, let's pretend like I've deleted the, maybe I should just delete the slots and tabs now anyway. So let's ungroup it just so that we can stay consistent here and I don't confuse you. So we'll just go ahead and run these out to get rid of them. All right, so there we go. And now I can go ahead and regroup this group, and now you can see the size has changed without the slots and tabs. So now I have to make this 12 again. And the reason that I have to do that is so that it will butt up against here. So it has to fit perfectly up against there. And if it fits perfectly up against there and this one fits perfectly up against this side, we're not going to be able to put these together. So this is the point that I wanted to make, is that you have to figure out which one you want to be able to stick out. In other words, when you assemble this, you're going to put this one directly on top. So this is going to be, you know, 5 millimeters. This is 5.6 millimeter acrylic, and if it's directly on top, you see what happens down here? Then this one doesn't fit. So in order to make this work, I want to have the ends a nice clean finish. So I have to make this one has to be 5.6. So that's 11. I have to make this one 10 millimeters less in the width. So up here you see the width is 12. I can't resize both at the same time because the height has to remain constant with this one over here. So I have to ungroup this now, and I have to make the width has to be, let's go into millimeters. I have to be 10 millimeters less. So I have to be at 294.8. So 294.8, like that. This is the only way that this is going to work. Okay, so now I can lock that again. So now I've got extra room on the edges. Let me move this one out of the way so you can see it better. Now I've got extra room on the edges here. So if we were to take these and line it up perfectly like that, now we need to measure what this is right here. And hopefully it's going to be 5 millimeters. So the way that we can do that accurately is to select it, go into Node Edit, and come right over here to this point right here and just hit I to insert a node right there. And that should be, it's sort of, let me just come back to it again, back to Node Edit. Let me just grab that node and move it over slightly. Right there. Okay, so now we can find out if this is the right distance by going to the ruler. So in the ruler, we pass our mouse over here. You see I have 5.1 millimeters. That'll work perfectly. So I have 5.1 millimeters on both sides. You know, there's no reason for me to have that node there other than to measure this one piece right here. That's why I had to put the node in there. So that's perfect. So now I have 5 millimeters on either side of this, 5 here and 5 here, and this is the perfect size because this is going to fold up onto the base, and I need those extra 5 millimeters so that this one can move over to here and take up that space, and then I have a nice clean end on both sides. So are you following? I hope you're following me with this. So this is what I had to do, and being that I've already done it here, I may as well just replace these parts with these over here, and I can go ahead and get rid of this. So I'm going to replace these parts real quickly, and then I'll come back and we'll run this job on the RM laser because you know, this is a smoked acrylic, so it needs to be done on the CO2. So let me rearrange these, get them in the right spot, and we'll run the job. Okay, I've got my acrylic cut out. You see, it's like a, I don't know if you can see through that or not. It's a black smoked acrylic. And oh my gosh, when you got the paper on both sides of these, what a nightmare. If you don't have one of these dental picks, you need to get one, because I only was able to peel about half the paper off, and it's on both sides. And then I had to come back with the dental pick and get all these little parts in the middle out of it. Now I looked all over the place and I couldn't find any weld for acrylic weld. So I had to order some real quick, but I can still show you what I did here. So the end of this piece here is the entire width of this base, as you can see right there. So this piece is going to go like that. So we have a nice looking outside of the tray. And then, and actually I think this is going to go on top, is the way I designed it. Yes, on top. I'm sorry. So it's going to be almost impossible for me to show you this, but let me get a long side here. Maybe I can get this in the camera shot. This one is going to go up against the side here, and that's going to be our corner. And I know this is like really hard for you to see, but that's the way it's going to get welded, and it is a perfect fit. It actually came out really good. So and actually this one goes here on the inside. Yeah, that's why I'm looking at this and it doesn't look perfect. So this one goes on the inside like that. And now you see I have 5 millimeters left on the end for the other side. So this is impossible for me to hold. Yeah, that's the corner right there. So now I have to wait for that weld to come in before I can put all of this together. But that is the basics of changing this design. So let's jump back over to Lightburn again, and let me show you what I wound up with as an end result. And this is what I wound up with right here. And there should be 2 of these. I don't know why I only have 1 of these in here. So let me group that. And there we go. So this was my end result, all the pieces right here. And as you can see, this looks like the width on this, or the height, is 86.964. And the width on this one is only 69.115. But the reason for that is because of this big handle over here. So if we were to take the measuring tool and come up here and look at this one, it's 58.85 millimeters. And then if we jump over to this one, it's also 58.85. So both of these are exactly the same height. And the only difference is that this one has this little curve here, which I love, and the handle over here makes them different sizes. So if you're going to do something like this, you have to take into consideration that your corners, your ends, need to be the same size. So that's it. I got it done. I'll throw up a picture on my YouTube channel in the community when I get the weld in. The weld is not coming in until Tuesday, I believe. So I don't know why I can't find my weld. It's all of my glue supplies are on one cart, and that acrylic weld should be there. But I'll throw up a picture of it on my community tab on the YouTube channel when it's all welded together. And in fact, I might even do a video on welding plastics, because so many people don't know the right way to weld plastics. So I might even do a video on that. We'll see. Anyway, so that's the project. everything cut out beautifully on the RM J750. And this is 5.6 millimeter, nice polished edge on all the edges. Really came out nice. And I love this smoked acrylic. So this was a piece of trash that a friend of mine had, and he gave it to me, and I cut it down into smaller pieces that'll fit on the laser. I'm going to make a bunch of stuff out of it. So anyway, I'm sorry that the live stream messed up, but this was going to be what was going to be happening. And the only difference is that you'd be able to ask questions live time and actually see this cut out. But I do have that video playing of this cutting out right now on the RM750. So on the RMJ750, I should say. The CO2 laser, that's behind me right over there. One of the best budget CO2s I've ever seen, by the way. I did a video on it. You can go to my channel and search for RM laser and find it if you want to take a look at it. Great price, great machine. I just love it. Okay, so that's it. Got it done. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one.